Are you looking to move to Germany but you are confused which route to take? Whether to search for a job from India or from home country, or to come to Germany with job seekers visa, or to take the student route to pursue a master's degree in Germany. In this video, I will share 6 kinds of German visas, their requirements, pros and cons in my opinion. Based on that, you can decide which route is best for you to enter into Germany. Stay tuned until end of this video. I will share a cool tool from German government to identify the right visa for you. First one, work visa for qualified professionals. Let's call it as D visa, the Deutschland visa. Who is this visa for? This visa is for foreign nationals who have higher education or qualified vocational training. In my understanding, higher education refers to college or university program, and vocational training refers to diploma or polytechnic related programs. What are the requirements for this visa? Your education should be recognized by Germany or should be comparable to the German higher education. How can you do that? Recognition is done with a ZAV letter. You need to apply for it separately. Comparison of your degree with a German education can be done online by ourselves using the website called Anabin. I'm not going to discuss about the Anabin website or ZAV letter in this video as the video will get longer, but I am definitely going to make separate video to explain about these two things. And if you are from regulated professions like healthcare, then you need to have a relevant practice permits. For example, doctors need to have their permits or the license to practice as a doctor. You need to provide a relevant job contract from a German employer. If you are above 45 years old and if this is your first time employment in Germany, then you need to have minimum salary of 48,180 euros as of 2023. This number can change every year. I will give you the required link in the description to check the current value. Maybe if you see this video a bit later, then you can identify what is the right value. Here I will show you the general application process, but for each country the required documents would vary. In this video I will speak for the candidates from India, but if you are from different country, then you need to check the required documents for your country. The first step is to check all the requirements which we just discussed. Step 2, you need to take an appointment for the German embassy. In India, it happens through VFS centers. So you can take an appointment through VFS and you can submit your documents in VFS itself. They will handle the processes between the candidate and the embassy. That's the step 3, applying the visa in the VFS office by paying the visa fee, that is 75 euro in this case, and by submitting all other required documents. Step 4, you will get the entry visa to Germany, which will be valid generally from 3 months to 6 months. Step 5, after coming into Germany, you need to apply for the residence permit card, the actual plastic card. What are the pros of this particular category? First of all, you get an entry into Germany. If your job contract is unlimited, then you get this visa for 4 years. In case your contract is lesser than 4 years, then you will get your residence permit until end of your contract period. And if your job contract gets extended, then you can also extend your residence permit. But in total, after you stayed with this card in Germany for 4 years, you will be able to apply for a PR, settlement permit. You can also bring your family. What are the cons for this visa? Generally, this visa is tied to your employer. It's not just for your employment, it is tied to your employer. You may not be able to change your job until you get your PR. Initial 4 years, you should be able to stay in your current job. But in case if you plan to change your job, the next visa is there for your rescue. So now let's get into the second type of visa in our list. EU Blue Card. Who is this for? This is a special type of visa for foreign nationals seeking qualified employment in Germany. This visa is also issued for the tenure of your contract plus 3 months. That's the beauty of this blue card. If you have unlimited contract, you will get this visa for 4 years. After 4 years, you can also extend the same permit for another 4 years. Requirements: a German degree or comparable one from foreign. ZAV or Anabin documents can be used as proofs even for this one. But mostly what I noticed is a ZAV letter is not required for a blue card visa. I also came here with blue card visa, but I never applied for a ZAV letter. But of course, there are exceptions always. If there are any such exception, then you might be required to apply for a ZAV letter. Just be aware of this. And of course, a job contract from a German company, the job must be appropriate with your education qualification. Since this is a special type of visa, we also have a salary criteria. That is, 58,400 euros as of 2023. But if you are one among Mint professionals, then you have a relaxation here. You just need to have 45,552 euros as of 2023. So what do we mean by Mint, or it could also be called as STEM? Mathematics, IT, natural sciences, engineering and human medicine. In case if you don't match these two criterias, then you can apply for the D visa, which we discussed in the previous step. Application process, this is also same 5-step processes. The visa fee for this also is 75 euros. Pros, you can change your jobs after 2 years. This is the benefit with this. But in case if you happen to change your job within 2 years, you can still do that as well. Even I have changed my job within 2 years. So I have first-hand experience in this. If you want to change, what you need to do is, before changing your job, you need to get the job contract from the new employer and you need to share it with your Auslander Behode, Foreigners Authority Office. They need to approve your movement. And the next benefit is, you can apply for PR, the settlement permit, after 33 months, but with A1 level German fluency. In case if you want to be a bit more faster, you can also do that. Within 21 months, you can also apply for PR, but with B1 level German. And of course, you can also bring your family. And even better thing is that your spouse, they can also find a job and they can also start working here. Another benefit is that in case if you happen to lose job, I hope it does not happen for anyone, but sometimes it happens. So if you happen to lose your job, you get 3 more months to search for a new job instead of leaving the country immediately. Cons, I actually like this visa category. Maybe I am not able to find a con for this, but the con which we may think is that same the 3 months quota. If you happen to lose your job, you have only 3 months to stay here. That's what I feel. It could be taken into a positive way as well as negative ways. Third type of visa, job seeker visa. Who is this visa for? This visa helps to have the possibility for job seekers to come and connect with employers directly in Germany. What are the requirements for the job seeker visa? Proof of vocational or academic training, recognized or comparable to German degree or diploma, as we discussed, ZAV letter or Anabin related documents. Regulated professions need practice permits like doctors. Vocational training needs B1 level German. If you are a diploma holder or polytechnic background, then you might need to have B1 level German to apply for this job seeker visa. Another important thing is proof of living cost. So this visa is given for you for 6 months of time. So for the whole 6 months, you need to take care of yourself for your living, food, accommodation, everything in Germany. So you need to prove that you will be able to take care of yourself in advance to the government. Only then they will be providing you this job seeker visa. So how can you prove that? You can do it in 2 different ways. One is blocked account. For each month, you need to show 1027 euros. This is as of 2023. So you need to have this in a blocked account. Blocked account means you open an account with all your money what you have currently with a bank or a third party provider, and each month they will release you a certain amount. In this case, it is somewhere around 1027 euros. So this is one option. Second option, declaration of commitment from someone who lives in Germany. In case if you have a family member or relative or friends and they are ready to give you the letter stating for the whole 6 months of your stay, they are ready to pay or spend the money for you. It's like a guarantor. Application process, it's again the same 5 steps framework. Here the 5th step is slightly different. In other 2 categories, after coming to Germany, you will apply for a permit card. Here you will not apply for a permit card immediately. You will need to find a job first. Based on the job nature, you will be able to apply for either D visa or for blue card visa. So what are the pros? Instead of always searching for a visa sponsored job from home country, you can directly come to Germany and then you can directly approach the employers. You can apply for all the jobs. Now you are not limited to apply only the visa sponsored jobs. Being already in Germany gives you an edge for you to get the job comparatively easier than searching from our home country. Cons. So the first con what I think is the money aspect. In case if you are not having anyone to support you from Germany, then you need to have quite good amount of money in the first place. Let's do a small math here. 6 times 1000 into 27, 6162 euros. Flight costs for inward travel, let's consider 350 to 400. I'm just being very modest here. It's based on which time you are coming and from which city to which city you are traveling. So there are so many such things. Another thing which I forgot to mention in the requirements section, proof of funds for return flight. In case if you are not able to find a job in Germany within 6 months, then you are supposed to go back, right? But that is not something which you can take it from blocked account. If we are again being modest and coming to, let's say, 350 to 400 euros, and let's consider some miscellaneous cost around 1000 euros. Totally it's coming around 8000 euros already. So before even coming into Germany, you need to have 8000 euros in your hand to apply for this job seeker visa. It's probably somewhere around 7 to 8 lakhs of INR. Second thing, dealing with bureaucracy and job search during your initial days, it could be a bit of a struggle. Don't get me wrong, I do not say it's not possible. If you are in a big town and if you are not able to get an appointment to register your local address, then there are quite a few challenges which you might face during your initial days. I'm not saying to scare you or to demotivate you. I just want to show you the reality so that when you are coming here, you are not surprised of seeing some challenges. You need to prepare your money and you need to be ready to face little struggles during your initial days of your job search. So be mentally prepared if you are going to take this route. If you are getting something valuable out of this video until here, then please like this video so that it reaches to many job seekers and most of them get clarity about the different types of visas. Hope you pressed that like button. Now let's go to the next type of visa. Fourth one, visa for self-employment. So what are the requirements? There are two possibilities with this employment visa. One is startup, second one is freelancing. For a startup, there needs to be an economic interest in a regional demand for your product or service. Since Germany is known for engineering and manufacturing technologies, in case if you come up with a new idea on this space, maybe with artificial intelligence and data science, then your idea or product or service can create lot of interest in Germany. This is just one random thought what I am getting. You also need to project and show that your company can create a positive impact on Germany's economy. Another important criteria, you are able to finance the implementation of your business concept with your own capital or through a loan commitment. Again, in case if you are above 45 years old, then you need to have adequate pension proof. If you want to do freelancing, you can also take this route. Law says that liberal professions are considered in this. What are liberal professions? Like healthcare professions, legal, tax, scientific, technical professions, linguistic related. Actually, these could be also considered as jobs here, but they also have this freelancing part. So in case if you don't want to be an employee, but if you want to be a freelancer, in these professions, you can still consider this. Application process is pretty similar to what we have done previously. So I put the screenshot here, you can go through them. What are the pros? You get 3 years of residence permit, and after that you can extend it based on your financial stability. And if your company does well, then you can apply for the PR itself. Cons, this cannot be considered for majority of our job seekers because we are mostly looking for a job and move to Germany. Starting a company requires a huge capital, so this could be a con. Moreover, personally, I find this as a difficult part, but still it is an option. Fifth one, visa for studying, the student route. What are the requirements? First, you need to be accepted at a German university. You need to have all your school leaving certificates. In case if you are already graduated, then your college leaving certificates. Again, you also need to have a blocked account. For 2023, the limit is 11,208 euros. Or you need to have a complete scholarship which supports your education here, or a declaration of commitment, as we were discussing in the job seeker visa. If there is someone for you in Germany and if they are ready to take care of all your expenses, then they need to give a letter of commitment. There are also language requirements based on the medium of learning. If you are going for English medium, then you need to have IELTS. But if you are going for German medium, then you need to have B1 level or B2 level German fluency. Apply for this visa. Application process, again I put the screenshot here. It's also similar to what we discussed previously. previously. Pros, you can do the part-time job and you can also earn 120 full days of work or 240 half days of work possible. I think the minimum per hour salary is somewhere around 11 euros to 14 euros range. I know some of the students were doing Amazon packing stuff related job. If they do night shift, they get some extra allowance, or if they work on the public holidays, they get another allowance. So in this way, you can earn some money and you can also support your own education. After degree, you can apply for job seekers permit here, that is valid for 18 months. Please understand, the job seeker visa is different from this job seekers permit. So after being a student, you can get 18 months of time to search for a relevant job for you here. You are allowed to do any kind of job while searching for a qualified employment. But after getting an employment, you can either apply for a D permit or a blue card. And after working in D permit or blue card for 2 years, then you are eligible to apply for a PR. And another important benefit is that some universities make all your education completely free, some public universities. So if you get such opportunities, then it is really helpful. And I also know some states from India, they are ready to sponsor your education abroad. So if you are one into such program, then studying a master's degree route really makes a very good option for such people. Cons, if you are really interested in studying, then this is all good. If you are just taking this route as an entry to Germany and you only get some random major which you don't like to study, and still just for an entry sake, if you are coming here, it's a difficult thing to do, I would say. It's not bad, it's not wrong. I'm not judging or complaining about that. If you are using this route only to get an entry into Germany, just pay little attention of finding some studies which is relevant for you. Then it will make your whole experience very interesting and beneficial. Sixth one, visa for training. This training is known as Ausbildung in German or apprenticeship. What is the meaning of this? You can get some kind of training here, either in college based training or company based training. You can be part of a college or school or university, or you can be part of a company. What are the requirements for this? You need to get the acceptance letter from the school or college or from the company. And most importantly, you need to have minimum B1 level German to get this vocational training. And you also need to cover cost of your entire stay. So in this case, 903 euros per month as of 2023. You need to have this in the form of blocked account, or you can also have declaration of commitment. That's only for the school based training. But for company based training, you will have a salary. So that should be enough to cover this 903 per month. In case that is not enough, then you need to have a blocked account to cover the remaining part of the threshold. For example, you are getting a training in a company where they pay only 700 euros per month. So remaining 203 euros are required to reach the threshold for this visa. You need to have a blocked account which gives you this remaining 203 euros every month for the period of the contract. I also give the application process here. You can just pause the video and go through that. What are the pros? You get 2 years of visa for this, or based on the contract time. You can also do secondary employment outside the training hours, but it's only up to 10 hours per week. After completing this training for the 2 years of time, you get additional 12 months for your job search. During this time, again, you can take up any kind of job. After getting right employment, you can change your residence title to D visa. That is the visa for qualified professionals. Please note, you cannot get blue card directly. You need to get the D visa, and then after 2 years, you can apply for PR directly. What are the cons? German B1 level knowledge is required, and you need to have funds to cover your expenses in case your training does not pay you enough money. And again, my assumption is when you come in this route and if you get your internship in a bigger city, then with this money it is very difficult to manage your day-to-day life. So you might need to have your blocked account at any cost, or financial support from someone who already lives in Germany. As promised in the beginning of this video, I share a cool tool which is called Visa Navigator. You can click on this link in description and you can go through this. You need to answer few questions based on your personal circumstances, and when you complete answering, you will get a recommendation. What is the correct route for you to enter into Germany? This is a simple and useful tool which you can use and try to identify what is feasible for you to get into Germany. If you have watched the video until here, you already found it useful, I suppose. Then I request you to like this video and write your comments in the comment section. And if you know some of your friends who is looking to find a job in Germany and they are confused about which route to take, please share this video with them. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in my next video.